Welcome everybody. We're going to do a quick Sunday roundup and see what's going on in the market. In this video, we're just trying to see. We can see that the market's going down, and we're going to try to see if we can find out why. Um, as you can see, pretty much all the major cryptocurrencies are in red. Um, but as Bitcoin goes, the market goes. So I was just checking around on a few new sites to see what's going on because I have a few minutes here, and I figured, all right, let's do this and put a little small video. So um, on the Bitcoin, it say the crypto market see red as Bitcoin begins a correction. How long will BTC drops? All right. That's fine. That's based on the last few weeks. This is kind of the first 4 or 5 days we've seen any kind of downtrend since 2020. So, I mean, the market's up around 40%, I'd say, since the start of the year. So, some kind of correction is necessary at some point because nothing goes up straight forever. So, but this is not enough to tell me what's going on because as you can see, this is a little bit outdated because this article is saying here that we're still above 10K when you can clearly see we're not anymore. We're at 969 now, which is fine. So I wanted to just look a little bit more, but this here is to me shows me to me this is what really started the downtrend. Now, um, in any markets you have traders, but crypto is a very small market, and traders, the big traders, affect this market, whether you want to believe it or not. Whales really uh, dictate how this market goes at this point in time based on the adoption rate that we have right now. Like less than 1% of people, or around about 1% of people know about crypto. And I'd say, I want to say 70% of that are big traders, like most 95 people are regular day to day people. They're not trading these markets. All right. Especially after the bear market we've been in for the 2 years. Anyways, it's saying a crypto whale here by the name of Joe 007 caused the market to crash initially yesterday when you can see on this big candle right here, but I'll explain a little bit more as I go back up here. Uh, so this guy apparently uh, shorted the market and then dumped, basically sell about 1,000 bitcoins or something like that to push the price down. And with his leverage position in a short, then he stand to make gains. As you can see here, I guess he's a well-known whale on Bitfinex that does leverage trading. As you can see here, the owner, I think the CTO of Bitfinex, tweeted this picture, shows this guy, and this guy made about 10 million in 5 minutes. Pretty impressive if you ask me. Anyways, and I was reading through this article, and it says, hey, uh, he does not seem to care much about what he did. And as you can see, funny how it's manipulation only when the price crashes. When someone pushes the prices up to unsustainable levels with 100x leverage on a triple A borrowed money using extremely fake 50 million buy walls, nobody complains. All right, it's just the thing. What BTC always does organic growth and bull run. Anyways, so he's saying the price rise that we've had over the last few weeks, it's not natural, and it's traders. Well, traders right now, because of the adoption we have a big dictation of how the market goes, and especially on weekend when the order books are shallow because institutions and stuff. We have a lot of institutional traders in the market now, and on the weekends when these guys are not in the market, like these these whales can really have their way. So don't be discouraged. We've been in a pretty big uptrend in this market for the last few weeks. So a little downside price movement's not going to hurt. There's also some other news where there was a little issue with Ether where somebody took advantage the multiple DeFi decentralized final applications where he borrowed a loan on one, then send it to one, and same leverage trading, which is going to affect the crypto market in all different kind of ways. Uh, So you borrow the loan on one, set a short position on one, move the price on the other, but this is all done in one transaction. And while it's legal, while it's not quite ethical, because but you took advantage just tools that are there to take advantage of. So even though it's kind of gnarly, he's just using the system like it's meant to be, and like these guys that are building these decentralized finance product just need to make sure their code and these smart contract are set up uh, to where people are not going to exploit them and basically cause FUD and everything. But as I said, don't let that discourage you, because we've had a couple weeks of uptrend, like since the start of the year. Since the start of the year, we've been moving up. Now, a lot of people were complaining that they didn't have a chance to buy. Now might be the time. As you can see, we're currently going down in the last 24 hours. We got a little bump up back right here, but let's look at the 90-day and chart and see what's going on, and see where we have been and where we're going. Now, if you haven't had the chance to get in the market just yet, this might be the time for you to buy that favorite cryptocurrency you want. Now, everybody's down, as you can see. Bitcoin, I mean, it's still only down 2% in the last 7 days. That's not that bad, 2.1%. All right. Now, the sentiment is still pretty strong, and everybody is still kind of looking on the upside. Ether is still technically up. Now it's down massively. A lot of people didn't think they'd see 240 Ether again. I think it's probably going to go down. I think we'll probably hit around 9.5 and then probably bounce back up. And I think Ether will probably go down to around anywhere in the 230, and then I think it will reverse, because if you've been following the crypto market, you know that Ether has it's massively undervalued, especially with all the stuff that's going on in the DeFi space and all the other dApps and stuff that's been building on it. I am going to try to do a good video on Ethereum and see what's going on with it. And everybody's projecting that it's going to have a mega year. As you can see, it's still up, even with the massive corrections in the last 7 days. It's still up, and I think this downtrend is temporary, because tomorrow, right now, you don't have a lot of institutional traders. Well, some of them might probably hear what's going on in the market and people run into their desk and whatever whatnot. However, come tomorrow, I think we're going to probably see the price start going back up. I'm not saying we're going to go to as high as where we're going to go, but we'll probably find a base, because right now it seems like we're free falling. And it won't continue long. As I say, Ether is still up 8.1% in the last 7 days. Now XRP, it had it had a good little run here in the last week after not doing so well last 2 years. This is another one to watch. They've done. A lot of people don't like this coin, but it's not about what you like. It's what about what's going on. There've been a lot of moves behind the lot of moves by the company behind the scenes to get get adoption from the banks, because that's what they're aiming for. They want to be a settlement layers for banks and stuff, remittance services and stuff, and they've been making strides. They're doing work. I think Forbes just did a like a name their 50 top fintech companies for the year or whatever whatnot, and Coinbase and Ripple was in it. And you know, I'm not a fan of these two coins. If most people aren't, but if you're a trader, it's fine. You can look into them. No negativity towards anybody who just disagree on the principles by which these ones were formed, and just the people around them. I don't not a fan of these two coins right here. Now, Litecoin is a they used to say it was the silver to Bitcoin. Bitcoin is basically digital gold, and Litecoin is silver, and a lot of people see it as a test layer for Bitcoin in a bull market. This is going to go up. Right? It's down again massively, but like for those people who are planning for the next big cycle, because we're still down, we're still just at the beginning. of the next cycle, in my opinion. And we've just run up, and this is a massive correction. And I just think this is a great opportunity for a lot of people to buy, or it's not financial advice. I can't tell you what to buy, but now is time. If you have any projects that you've liked, now is the time to I think to get in some of these projects. It's just crazy. Look at Cardano. Cardano, it's only down 2.1, which since last week, which is fine, but it's massively down, and I think it has a big next couple of weeks coming up. Um, One of my favorite, as you guys know, I'm a huge fan of Cardano. I like the approach that they took to build their thing to market, and everybody's been, yeah, they get a lot of criticism and all that, but I like the approach that they're taking. I just hope it all works out, because everything in this is speculation. It's a big old experiment, but the upside is great versus the downside. So if you're, now is the time. Chainlink is still holding up pretty awesome. That one exploit that was happened with Ether and the decentralized platform. They say they're going to start using Chainlink, so that might help him. See, look at Chainlink. It's still up. It's probably been the best performance over the whole bull market. This coin's just done great, and it's a great project within itself. What they're trying to do. Yeah, all of these coins are down quite a bit over the last 24 hours now. As you can see, not a lot. A few of them still have green, and a lot, still are up in the last 7 days. But like, uh, I think this is an opportunity to get into whichever one you are interested in. This is an opportunity, I think, to get established in them. Tezos been doing good the last little bit. Well, we're just gonna have to watch and see. But you see already, it's starting going back up. It's just I think people are just panicking. As you can see, this big. I won't go indeed. I won't click on this because for some reason my computer is low and slow. But you see this big drop off and this big drop up. If we can correct and hold up here, see if there's back up to 243 already. So it seems like everything's stabilizing. It's just a free fall. So as I say, this might be the opportunity right now while I'm making this video for most people to get into some of these coins and stuff. But if you watch this video and you want me to go in detail about any of these other coins or anything, just let me know. Give feedback. We're just building this channel, slowly building this channel, going into the next bull market. Thank you for your time. Appreciate your support, and as I say, feedback and like and subscribe to help this channel grow. And at the same time, feedback's welcome. We'll try to build and make better videos. But as I say, for the 15th time, thank you guys for your video. Now remember, do good with what you have, where you are. Bye.